What if history's most urgent story was told not as a textbook, but as a conversation? That's the premise of Stamped: Racism, Antiracism, and You, Jason Reynolds' remix of Ibram X. Kendi's Stamped from the Beginning. In audiobook form, the energy, clarity, and urgency are magnified, immersing listeners in a powerful exploration of race and identity. The book begins by explaining that it is not a history book, at least not in the traditional sense. Instead, it's a narrative designed to help young readers understand how racist ideas were created, spread, and resisted throughout history. The audiobook captures Reynolds' conversational tone, making listeners feel as though they're being guided by a trusted friend. The narrative traces racism from its origins in Europe and colonial America, through slavery, segregation, and modern systemic inequities. Figures like Cotton Mather, Thomas Jefferson, Angela Davis, and Malcolm X appear as touchstones, showing how ideas about race have shaped societies. The audiobook emphasizes the suspense of these historical shifts, weaving themes of power, resistance, and transformation. Reynolds distinguishes between three types of responses to racism: segregationist, assimilationist, and anti-racist. Segregationists believe races should remain separate. Assimilationists believe marginalized groups must conform to dominant norms, and anti-racists believe in dismantling racism altogether. The audiobook conveys the emotional weight of these distinctions, balancing historical analysis with accessible storytelling. The climax builds as Reynolds and Kendi challenge listeners to recognize racism not as individual prejudice alone, but as a system of power. The audiobook delivers this turning point with intensity, underscoring themes of awareness, responsibility, and action. The resolution leaves listeners empowered, aware that anti-racism is not a fixed identity, but a continual practice. The book closes by urging readers to question, resist, and act, setting the stage for their own role in shaping a more just future. At its core, Stamped is about history, identity, and the courage to confront injustice. Jason Reynolds and Ibram X. Kendi blend scholarship with storytelling, reminding us that understanding racism is the first step towards dismantling it. This audiobook isn't just nonfiction, it's a call to awareness, empathy, and change.